Hey everyone, welcome back. So in this video, we are going to understand the remove k balance string. This is a very important question. If you are a Java programmer, you will understand what is the concept of stack here, why we should not use the stack here. We should use the array DQ, or you can say the deck. We also used to say the deck array DQ. So we'll understand what is the concept behind it, and if you are a Java programmer, definitely will enjoy this video. Okay, but if you're not there, don't worry, because if you still know a little bit about the Java, I will definitely let you understand from the beginning. So please keep watching, try to understand. If you still have any doubt, let me know in the comment section, guys. So very first, try to understand what the question is saying. That here the question is saying that we have given a string s. As you can see, we have given a string s, and it consists of two things: the starting braces and the ending braces. Only two things will be there in the given string. This is the question saying that. Okay, so you have to remove the k balance substrings. What is k? K will be given. As the string is given, k will also be given. Okay, means you have to remove the number of k balance substring, and you will see what is the output here. We return that output after removing it. Okay, so it is saying that a string is a k balance if it is a exactly k consecutive with the starting braces followed by k consecutive ending braces. Understand? If you have both braces starting and the ending, right, it means you will get something like this. As a pattern, we can say the starting braces, number of k times will be some k is nothing but the number of k times, we can say, and the number of k again means the starting braces, ending braces. This could be the number of starting braces, ending braces, and this could be also. So we can say this is nothing but a balance substring will be there. You have to remove with number of k, right, and you will get something like, let's suppose for this example, if you remove the number of k times, you will get these things, right? For example, let's suppose if k equal to 3, how many are there? So very first one, after remove that we will get another one, and we'll get another one, right? You will get something, the balanced one, right? So you must repeatedly remove all the non-overlapping k balance substring from the s, then join the remaining parts, and you will continue this until the process become what you call is a balanced substring, you can say that. Okay, you have to return the final substring after all the possible removals, we can say that, and we'll try to understand how to implement this type of problem. Okay, it is saying that return the final substring by return the final string after the possible removals. As you can see here, we'll do that, don't worry. So let's try to understand the example. Example 1 is saying that you have given a string s is equal to like this and k equal to 1. It is saying k balance substring means what? This is a k balance substring where we have the starting braces and the ending braces. So in the step 1, it is saying that you have the current is this one. So the k balance you have to remove means the starting ending braces you will delete it. So you will get the resultant is like this. Once you have the result updated with the string s, means now the string is not this, now the string is this, because we have removed the k balanced one, right? Now you have this one, means you will have to remove the k balanced again. You will get the empty because you have nothing here left, right? So the final string is this. Let's talk about the string 2, where we have the starting braces, then we have the ending braces, again we have the starting braces. So obviously you will know that we will delete this middle one, that is the balanced one, right? So let's try to understand here. So balance substring is nothing but this one. So we will remove the internal one, right? After removing, you will get this the starting braces 2 times because the middle one is deleted now. So the left one is not balanced one, so will not do any operations. You will keep it exactly like this and you will return it. Okay, means you have to check the balanced one. If this balanced one is there, you will delete it, otherwise you will leave it, you will not touch anything. Similar, you pause this video, go for other examples. This is what we have given in the questions. We have the constraint we have given. Okay, so I'll suggest pause this video, go through this statement. You will understand. If there is a balanced one, you will get deleted. Otherwise, if it's not balanced, you will leave it. Okay, so this is the best example, because why it is saying that, because let's suppose we have given this type of example, right? What is the balance? Balance is what we have. Let's suppose what we have given first, k equal to 3 we have given. Okay, means maximum how many you can delete, maximum 3 you will delete it. Okay, let's suppose very first is 1, then 2, then 3, means you have used your 3, k k is now is 0. So you cannot operate, these are also balanced, left one is balanced, but you cannot delete it. Because why? Because you don't have enough k. Okay, so you will not perform any because the balance is there, the string is there, right? But this is not in the form of balance left, right? Why? Because it is starting, ending, starting, ending. So the balance is like this. Okay, but you also don't have the k equal to something, right? So you will delete it. Okay, now let's try to understand. If you are a Java programmer, obviously you know the array DQ. What is array DQ? What is an array DQ? Or some people also say array deck. Okay, what is array deck and what is array DQ? Okay, so array DQ or array deck stands for the array double ended queue, right? Means you have the queue in both ended. So it is a resizable array that allow you to add and remove the elements from both ends. So, like there will be a front and there will be a back. It is a very efficient other than the stack and other things. Okay, so you can think of it is like a more powerful stack plus queue combinations, and it is a part of Java collection framework. So you need to import the Java util array DQ, or you can use the util DQ also. Okay, so this is in the util package. You know, if you are knowing the collection frameworks, obviously you will understand it. Okay, so I'm also teaching Java. If you still want to understand the structure way of learning how to become a Java developer expert, please ping me in the comment box, or you can reach out to the WhatsApp number. We will discuss there about the plan. Okay, so it is saying why it is called double ended queue, because deck pronounced as a deck means double ended queue, and you can add and remove both ends. So there is a method first, add first, and the remove first, remove first, right? Like a queue. So if you want the front add last or remove last, like a queue rear, right? So what are the common uses are there? So array DQ has a command. Let's suppose the stack is there, you can use like a queue, and you can use as a DQ or deck. So when you want the stack and queue behavior, you use the DQ. Otherwise you have the queue behavior, otherwise you will use the stack. So when you want the stack, you just need to do new array DQ, and you will as it is, you will write the DQ integers in all the cases also. Okay, so we'll keep adding the, you will push, let's suppose a stack.push, you will get 10, then you will do a stack.push, you will get 20, you will do print it, you will get the 20, because in the last you have added 20. So you want to do the pop, you will get 20. If this is a queue, means something like a linked list, you can say that, because queue is also implementation of linked list. So we'll say, okay, in this case you will take the queue, and there will be array DQ. We can say again, you will do the queue.offer, you can add 10 and 20 similarly. And if you want to do the poll, like you have the pop, right, you will get 10 here, because this is a it will work like a queue. It will work like a queue, because in the front you will have, because the first come is 10 and then came 20. So in the first come first serve will happen, because this is a queue implementation of linked list. So you will get the 10 in the front. When we talk about the DQ, where you want the stack, means this feature as well with the queue features, right? In that case, you need the DQ, and you will implement, you will call this method add first and add last. So if you observe this, all the pre-representation will look like the similar to this each other. But the question is, there will be a method that is called the first and last. Here you have seen the offer, right? Here you have seen the push. When you want the stack, you will use the same thing, but only the object name you can rename, or you can take a generic. You just need to use the methods, you know, the push, and then the pop. That is called stack. When we talk about the queue, you will use the offer, right? And when you want to pop, you will use the poll. Okay, when we want to the DQ, right, where we want the stack and queue behavior, means the deck, we can say that. In that case, you need the add first and the add last. Means very first, if you want to the front, you will add the front as a first, and the add the last, you will add a back, right? Means both ended. Okay, when you want to print, you want to remove, let's suppose the remove first, the first group you want to remove, you will remove one. If you want the last one, you will remove the last. Okay, so you have to keep in the mind that these are the functions that will very common in the use. Okay, I hope you will like this video. Let's continue further. Let's talk about the internal working of the array DQ, because what is array DQ? Okay, so internally how does it works? So array DQ uses a serializable circular array. Circular means both sided, right? So both ends add and remove means if you want the add, or you can say remove, either in the both cases, add or remove first, add and remove last, are becoming the operations of one. You don't need to traverse in the both side. Okay, so there will be no capacity limit, it will grow automatically. This is the very good benefit of this, and it's not a thread safe. So if you need thread safety, you have to use the concurrent linked DQ or deck. So why it is better than the stack? Because stack in Java is old class, means the legacy class, you can say that, right? And so this implements internally at the vector subclass. So it is internally do the synchronization. It is slower in the nature. When we talk about the array DQ, it is faster, modern, and recommended for the stack operations. So you should use the array DQ like this. You will not use the stack and you will do the character new stack. No, you don't do that. You have to write like this. Okay, then you will keep pushing the values. For example, we add the first starting parenthesis, ending parenthesis. You want to pop it, you just need to stack to pop. You will remove the last push one, that is this. Let's talk about the feature. What we have, the array DQ, stack, and the linked list, right? If you'll do the add and remove, array DQ will work fine, right? And it is perfect. Stack is not perfect. Linked list is perfect. It is backed by array, it is backed by vector, it is by a linked list. So it is backed with the vector. Because of the vector, it becomes slower. Okay, performance wise, it is slower because of the vector. Array, because of array, it becomes the faster, and because of linked list, it is medium, not better than the array DQ. Okay, thread safety, no, and the recommended is a stack and queue we will use for the array DQ. This is the old code, so you don't need to use this. And the linked list, you can say the linked list data structure. Come back to the question. The very first, we have given the parenthesis we have given. You will say why sir is going behind this concept as well, because so I saw some comment where people say you are going with the not in the depth. So I try to give those who are very beginner, so they will understand, right, the benefit of Java. But still, if you are not expert in Java, please reach out to me. I'll definitely give the class to you, and there are some slots are free. We can have a session. Okay, so the very first, let's understand this problem. Very first, we have given this example is we have two parentheses, opening parenthesis, and this is the ending parenthesis we have, and k equal to 1. When we pick the indices are 0, 1, 2, let's suppose. So initially, let's talk about like this. You will think like how you will think like, let's suppose we'll say I will take one left and then there will be a right. Okay, so when there is a left and there is right, don't think like that. Okay, means when you will take the left and the right both side, you will say okay, this is the left, this is right, means both parentheses contains the starting ending braces, means this is the perfect one, right? You will come directly to the middle, and from the center you will keep moving out. You left, you will right, you will go like this, and left you will go like this, right? And you will keep comparing both things. Means there is many approach will be, you will think like that. Okay, so don't do that. You just need to do what? You will start with, let's suppose I equal to 0. Means you will pick the indices here, and you will say character C, means character C contains this character. Let's suppose if the stack is empty, means very first, let's suppose this is empty. Okay, so if this is empty, the stack is empty, what we need to do, we'll say okay, pick the element which is, if this is not this. Okay, so if the peak element is not this, means the starting parenthesis, means there will be ending parenthesis, right? Means that case will add on the last. So we want a group of elements that we want to put on the front and the, so this is not like this, so we'll say something like this we can say, and there will, what we'll do, will add the last, means I want a 2 group. The last group means where we'll use this parenthesis, means this is not this, so we'll say okay, if this is not this, so add on the last. Okay, if the parenthesis is this, means it is not empty, means there is some element is there, so the peak element is this. In that case, what we'll do, we'll increment the count, and we'll say okay, last, update the last group. Okay, so we want the 2 group, one group for this and one group for this, means the starting parenthesis and there is a parenthesis. So the stack will contain the add last and the peak last. Okay, what is on the peak, right, that we have to check, and what is on the add, what is, if the starting parenthesis is not on the peak element. So if not in the peak if the starting parenthesis is not in the this, so we'll just add. If it is this, means it's already there. If it's already there, just let's suppose this first time we will come, right? So we will add on the stack, no problem, we'll add. Next time again it is coming, means what? The peak element is this, right? Means we just increment the count of this. How many count? Now 2 count is there. In other cases we'll talk about this one. Okay, so let's talk about this one. If that is happening, means it means what? We have the something like this that we have here. So how we are going to store here? Very first, as I told you, we will use the stack, where we will use the array DQ, the modern stack, you can say that, where we have the element will store like the key pair, right? So the key pair is the array will contains the character code and count. What is the character code? For these character, we know that these are the numbers we have in the sky values. Okay, so how we are going to store? So each DQ will store, let's suppose, the character, the starting parenthesis, and 1. Means actually internally it's stored not this character but sky value 40 and 1. Okay, so if we'll talk about this ending parenthesis, this will be 41. Okay, so make sure you understand everything. So when you talk about the DQ, right, we'll say okay, this will be our array, store the value here where the character code will be there and the count will be there. Okay, so you will add the value here. Now you will say okay, character count will store here and the count is there. How? Each character we have to traverse. So string having the value is there, 2 array you will convert into character array, and you will get 1 character at a time. Now we'll check if the stack is empty, means we have checked, right? If stack is empty and the peak element is not this, the starting parenthesis, if the peak last is not having equal to C, means this character, you have to mark as a single quote. Okay, you put the single quote here, that you will say okay, stack dot add last, you will add a group where you will say okay, this is not the starting parenthesis, means you have to add on the last. So we'll okay, add this value C and 1, not C, this is the starting parenthesis and 1. You will add on the, like this you have to write single parenthesis. I forget to write here, so you will write like this, like single parenthesis means of the starting parenthesis and the 1 as a count. If it is not equal to C but it is equal to C, means we have to increment the last character that we have added, means increment the count last group that we have added. That I think you understood. So in our code we have used the stack DQ and it behaves like a stack because we use add last, poll last, where we'll use the push and pop. It is faster and cleaner because we are using the stack, right? Then the stack. Now once you write that code, you need to check the stack size is greater than 2, means there are 2 elements are there, right? Means now the stack size is greater than 2, means 2 group is there. Okay, 2 group. What the 2 group? If you'll do the poll last, you will get the last, means there will be 2 set of character, the starting parenthesis and its count, then the ending parenthesis on the count. So you have to check both where is the starting parenthesis and where the ending parenthesis. Okay, so you will see okay, if I'll do the poll. So if you see here, we have taken the 2 group, right? We have taken the stack dot add last, we have taken the starting parenthesis and this, means this is the parenthesis that we are adding. If this is not the parenthesis, we are getting the same value, it means what? We have to add here. So each time you will see that there 2 group will be there, right? So each group we have to add on the stack, right? So once you will get the poll last, what we have on the last, you will get the last. What is the previous one? You will check this one. Now what we need to check, you will say okay, previous equal to null, means there is only 1 group left, so let's restore it. So what you need to do, you'll just stack dot add, you will add the value here and you will say okay, break it. Don't need to do anything because this is the last one. I hope you understand this part, right? If you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section, guys. Other than you will check the previous, let's suppose the previous is not null, right? Means we will continue here, we'll say okay, previous at 0 is this one and last at 0 is this one, right? Means we should match both these cases, means this part is removable. In this part it is not removable because we ended with that one. Okay, so we'll say okay, the previous at 1 is greater than equal to k and the last at 1 is greater than equal to 1, right? Sorry, k. In both cases we have to check, means these complete conditions will say okay, the k is there, right? So remove the k from both groups, right? Your previous one minus this, means let's suppose you have this 2, let's suppose you have the 2 starting parentheses, means in the last, and the previous you have the 2 ending parentheses. Okay, so from both side you have to remove the number of k, right? You have to remove, because you know you have the count. From the count, you know that at 1 you have the some integer, means the occurrence you have, the count you have. So you will do the minus of the count, right? Now we will check if last is greater than or equal to 0, means there is some count value is there, right? So we'll say, okay, stack dot add last. So at last you will add the last, okay, means still has some remainder, you will push it back to the stack and you will continue that same thing again. Let's talk about if the previous is 0, means you have removed everything. So you remove the poll last also, so you will remove it. Okay, now you have removed everything, right? But let's suppose in the other cases not removable, so you have to restore it back here and then you break it. Okay, so this is what you need to do. In the last, we will use a string builder, and from the stack whatever is left there, right, because we have to restore, we also restore there. So you will add here and you will say, okay, get the character, keep appending here and return the to a string. I hope you understands. This is very simple, guys, right? If you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. Okay, let me recap. Very first, you have defined the stack, then you have iterated over the array, you have built the add and add last and the pick last, right? Means two things we have added. Then in the while condition, you will check if it is greater than or equal to 2, means you will get last and previous, right, from here to here, right, here to here. In the else condition, you will get here. Okay, so you will get the last and previous. You will come, you will check the if it is previously null. If not null, means you have the both pair you have, you will remove the number of counts you will remove, right, based on the occurrence, and you will check if it still have some remainder, you will push it back. Otherwise, if the previous becomes 0, remove it as well. In other cases, you will add on the stack, right? So we will make a string builder, will return to the to string method. Okay, so I hope you will like this video, guys. If you still have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. I'll try to explain there. Okay, thank you for watching this video. But make sure if you're a Java developer, keep a note of this and take a screenshot. You will this will help you in the future. Okay, thank you guys, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.